Hey guys, your next video is going to be all about elimination. I am not so much worried about teaching you the exact way to solve these problems so much right now as I am trying to teach you to use two X's and one O. So we're going to try to eliminate two dumb answers off the problem based on what we do know in order to help us get a 50-50 shot on the question. If you get a 50 on the STAAR, we consider that a win. That is definitely passing. If that's your minimum goal and you could eliminate two questions off everything, you would easily pass the STAAR, okay? All right, so let's start with these first two words, domain and range. If you can remember what they mean, that lets you eliminate 50% of the options on those questions. Okay, so if I look at domain and range, I'm going to give you a heads up. Domain is X, range is Y. So right from the beginning, if you remember in alphabetical order, D comes before R for domain and range. X comes before Y in the alphabet, okay? So I'm going to eliminate all my Y choices for the first problem because I want X. And then for the range, I'm going to eliminate all the X answer choices because I want range to be a Y, okay? All right, we'll circle back and talk about what the right answer is, but I want to talk about eliminating first, okay? All right, second one is which graph is represented by this equation. Now, two of the lines are going the same direction and the other two are going the same direction. We could absolutely use the calculator to figure out what negative 4x looks like, but even without that, if you remember how to read that sign, if I tell you it's less than, because it looks like an L, or equal to, you could eliminate two answer choices just by knowing if it's above or below, or if you remembered the solid or dash. So let's say you remembered that a less than means below. I would eliminate these two answer choices because it's above, okay? Let's say you remember that an or equal to means that it's a solid line. I could eliminate the two dashed line options and give myself a 50-50 option, okay? Let's say you remembered both, but you don't know what negative 4x looks like. You could have eliminated this way, and we have already decided that our answer is C, okay? I'm going to show you how to do this a different way. Let's say you go in the calculator in the graph, calculator scratchpad, hit it again for graph, tab to type. Remember, f of x is just y equals. I can't type the inequality, but I can definitely type negative 4x. If I graph that line, even by knowing which direction it goes, lets me eliminate these two answer choices. Now I have a 50-50 shot. Maybe I remember greater than is above or below, greater than is above, less than is below. I could go this way. Maybe I remember solid or dash, and that would help me eliminate. But getting the two bad answers out of there helps me answer that question better, okay? All right, by the way, the answer was a C, okay? All right, one on the bottom, it says a student is ordering a flower arrangement. She can choose any combination of roses and carnations for her flower arrangement, but she does not want to spend more than 30. Okay, does not want to spend more than 30. So if I'm looking at this and I'm looking at all of these values, less than 30, less than or equal to 30, greater than 30, less than or equal to 30. If I do not want to spend more than 30, first one I'm going to eliminate is that greater than option. I do not want to spend greater than $30, okay? Second thing I'm going to look for is who matches up with who. If roses cost $3 each and carnations cost $2 each, which inequality represents all possible combinations of X roses, okay? So X's have to go with the 3 because those are roses. And Y is carnations. So $2 has to go with Y because that's carnations. So anything that doesn't have a 3 with the X, like this guy where the 3 and the Y are backwards, I'm going to eliminate those options, okay? From there, I've got a 50-50 shot. You might know the difference, you might not, but this gives you the best chance of getting your answer right, okay? Not wanting to spend more than $30 still means that you are okay if it's equal to $30. You just don't want to spend more than that. So in this case, our answer would be B. Same thing on 1 and 2. We didn't really answer it, but we gave ourselves the best chance to be successful. Okay, so since I'm talking about the x-axis, I see right here, domain is on my x-axis. If I say, what's the first x I hit? I started on 1. The last x I used was 3. See how it lines up with the 3 and the 1? That means my answer is A. The 5.3 number, that's up and down. The 27 number is up and down. Those are Y numbers, okay? Let's talk about the range. Range was Y. So if I'm looking on the Y-axis, the first number that I hit was somewhere in this 250,000. Well, we definitely are using that number in both answers, so let's see if we can figure it out. This one goes up, 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 but because there's an arrow on it, it does mean that it keeps going forever. So it's not stopping at 1 million. It's going everything greater than $250,000. Or sorry, yeah, greater than 250,000 people. Apologies. All right. If you would, go ahead and flip to the next page. There are 4 questions that look very much like this. I would love for you to try them.